answer what is the power quality? What do you know that power quality? Can anyone give the answer of power quality? What do you know or what do you understand about power quality? I think all of you heard the word power qualities. Yes. Anything what you know? Anyone? Okay. So first we discuss the content of this lecture. Then after discuss what is power quality, what is power quality problems, and what are the sources of these power quality problems. And then how to mitigate this power quality problem by using different devices, as well as what are the different devices used for monitoring as well as analysis of this power quality. So first we discuss the general classes of the power quality problems. First problem is the transient. How the transient is happens, what is called as a transient. Then second is long duration voltage variation. This is the second power quality problems. Third is short duration voltage variation. So each and every problem has a definition as per the standards. As I told you that two categories for these devices: long duration voltage variation, short duration voltage variation. Voltage imbalance, waveform distortion, what is called as waveform distortion, voltage fluctuations, power frequency variation. So all these are the power quality problems. We will discuss the definition, how it is look like in the waveform. Then next, what is the effect of these power quality problems? How they affect the power system and how they affect the electrical equipments. Then sources of power quality problems. How these power quality problems are generated, like transient, short duration voltage variation, long duration voltage variation, harmonics. So what are the sources of these power quality problems? So first source is the power electronic devices. First problem, you know that harmonics, which is generated by the most of all the power electronic devices because of high switching frequency of all the power electronic devices to switch on and switch off the semiconductor devices. So they introduce the harmonics because of the phase shifting or then control of the voltage or control of the any of the parameters of the power. So first source of the power quality problem is that power electronic devices. Second is IT and office equipments. Already that covers the power electronic devices. Arcing devices. So arcing device is like a isolator in the substation or maybe a circuit breaker. So all are the arcing devices. So when circuit breaker on and off, when isolator on and off, that also creates the disturbance or power quality problems in the power systems. Even if you switch on and off the light at your home, that also creates the disturbances. But basically, large loads like large induction motors, if you turn on and turn off these induction motors frequently, that also creates the power quality problems. Load switching. So when you turn on the high amount of load, switch off the high amount of load suddenly, so that also creates the power quality problems. They may create the transient, they may create the harmonics in the power system. So these are the another source of power quality problem. Load switching. Large motor starting, as I already told you that when you start the large induction motor, so that also creates the power quality problems. As you observe that at your home, if you run the induction motor, so sometimes the light is blinking or maybe sometimes speed of the fan is also reduces. So that is because of this large inductive loads switch on and switch off. Same way in the power system, when large load is switch on and switch off, that also creates the power quality problems. The interconnectedness of the power system. As you know that in India, there are number of regions which are connected through the tie lines. So when one power system or one network is connected with the others, and if one problem is created in one networks, so that problem may be transferred to the another network through the interconnected transmission lines. So interconnection is also a problems. So in the power quality problems, lightning strike and environment related damage. Lightning strike also create the power quality problems. Voltage surge, spike. These are the sources of power quality problems created by the lightning strikes. And power quality measurements, how to measure the power quality. So there are different types of equipment used for the power quality improvements to analyze the power quality that we'll discuss in the later on. Then what is the solution of these power quality problems? Which devices we use to solve this, all the power quality problems? These all power quality problems. Which devices use? That we will discuss. Yes. Any problem?
Fax devices.
Yes. One of the devices, the fax devices, which use for the power quality problems. Yes. Then now it starts. What is the aim of power system? As we know that the aim of the power system is to generate the electrical energy at one point and transmit this electrical energy to the end user equipment at the acceptable voltage level. Not acceptable voltage level only, but acceptable frequency also. Clear? So these are the aim of the power system. But because of the power quality problems, the voltage, frequency and current, these are the basic three parameters which are differ from this rated value. Problems affect the equipments, sometimes may damage the equipments. So nowadays power quality has become very important for the electrical consumer, all levels. It's at domestic level as well as in industrial level. Mainly at industrial level, the power quality is very important because industry, when any manufacture happens and because of power quality problem, they may be possible that a power plant may be shut down. So power quality is important, and for that they have to take the action so that power quality problems are not happens regularly in the plant. As I already told you that why it is more concern, because most of the loads are now, it is a sensitive loads for the disturbance against any power quality related problems. So definition of power quality problems. This is a standard definition by IEEE that any power problem manifested in voltage, current or frequency deviation that result in failure or mal-operation of the customer equipment. If any deviation in voltage, if any deviation in current or any deviation in frequency results in damage of the equipment or misoperation or misbehavior of the equipment, that is called as the power quality problems as per the definition of IEEE. Yeah. But in most of the cases, the power quality is the quality of the voltage that is being addressed. There is a reason that why in most of the cases power quality problems are related to the voltage. Because in power system, as you know that, this is the answer of this question, because in power system, the generating side or transmission side or distribution side, they have only control of voltage. They have not a control of current, because current is depend upon the load. Yeah. So most of the cases, power quality is mostly related to the voltage. Yeah, there is a related to the current, but most of the cases it is related to the voltage. So the reason is this: supply system can only have control of quality of voltage, not have control on current, because current is depend upon the particular loads. If load is high, more current is flow. If load is low, less current is flow. Yeah. So standard in the power quality area are mostly devoted to maintaining the supply voltage within the certain limits. So that is the reason of that power quality is the quality of the voltage that is being addressed. As you know that this is a simple single line diagram how the power is transmitted. So at the generating station, that aim is that to transmit the power, or sorry, generate the power at rated value. Suppose the generator 11 kV voltage, so that generate the voltage near to the 11 kV or plus or minus 5% error with the 11 kV and maintain the frequency. Here in India 50 Hz frequency, in USA 60 Hz frequency. So maintain the voltage as well as frequency. That is the main aim of the generation companies. When power is transmitted to the transmission line, transmission substation aim is same to maintain the voltage as well as frequency to the rated value or standard value. Same aim of the distribution substation that to maintain the voltage as well as frequency. Clear? So an end user, when power is transmitted from generating station to the end user, the power quality is deteriorated because of number of equipment, number of switching equipment like circuit breaker, capacitor and load break switch and isolator. So at the end users at home, the power quality is problem created in terms of voltage, current as well as frequency. So main problem is the power quality that is created by the inductive load as well as power electronic devices. So these are the single line diagram how the power is transmitted from generating station to the end users and what type of equipment that is used and what type of problems created by this equipment. So here you can see the transmission distribution line that have a aim to maintain the nominal voltage plus or minus 5% of rated value. Same way at the receiving end, the distribution companies able to provide the voltage at the receiving end plus or minus 5% of the rated voltage. Here at home we get the 230 volt single phase AC voltage. So that voltage must be within the plus or minus 5% of the 230 voltage. Otherwise your equipment will not work properly or maybe sometimes may damage. Yeah. So that is the responsibility of all these three companies like distribution company, transmission company and generation company to maintain the voltage, voltage and frequency basically at the end users, because current is not in the hand of these three companies, transmission, distribution and the generation company. So what is power quality? So there is a definition, another definition, standard definition of power quality. It is a set of electrical boundaries that allows the piece of equipment to function its intended manner without significant loss of performance or the life expectancy. So if the power is good quality, then they will not affect the performance of the equipment as well as the life of the equipment. Suppose equipment is built for the 10 years and because of power quality problem may be possible that life of the equipment maybe decreases from 10 years to 7 years or 6 years. Clear? So the power quality must be maintained within the boundary limits so that the life expectancy and performance of the equipment is maintained. So this is a definition of power quality. Then need of the power quality. Why we need the power quality measurements? Why we require the solution for the power quality problems? So as you already discussed, that sensitive loads that highly affected by these power quality problems. So what are the sensitive loads? So as you know that computers, microprocessor, they are very sensitive for the voltages. So components, like computer, microprocessor, that include the electronic control devices, adjustable speed drives like AC drive and DC drives, that are very sensible for the voltages as well as frequency. So for all these type of sensitive loads, we must keep in mind that to maintain the power quality based on the standards. As you know that in the computer microprocessor that are the brain is what is IC, integrated circuits. So this IC is very sensitive for any change in the supply, basically the voltage. You know that some IC that require plus or minus 5 voltage, plus or minus 12 voltage. So if you not provide this exact voltage or plus or minus variation of this voltage within the standard limit, then it will not work properly. Okay? So for all this type of sensitive loads, we require the power quality at a certain limit or at a certain standards. So as I already told you that there are two committees involved for making the standards at international level. First is IEEE Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. If you search IEEE power quality standards, you find the number of literatures related to the power quality, not only related to power quality, but that also make the standards related